I've always believed nature has a way of listening, not just hearing, but truly listening. When you're out there alone, miles away from anything man-made, the world starts to feel different, clearer, sharper, more alive. That's why I go on these solo trips, to get away from the noise, to remember how to breathe. Last month, I went deeper into the forest than ever before, a national reserve I'd never explored. I left my car by the ranger station and started walking. No signal, no map, just my instincts. I set up camp near a lake, completely isolated, just the way I like it. On the second morning, I woke up earlier than usual. The sky was still dark blue, and the trees dripped with dew. The forest had that fresh, earthy smell, like wet pine and moss. I made coffee on my little stove, and that's when I noticed it. A trail, narrow, hidden, almost like the woods were keeping it secret. I followed it. At first it was nothing. Branches, rocks, overgrowth. But after a while, it started to feel intentional, like something had made this path long ago. The deeper I went, the quieter the world became. No rustling leaves, no insects, not even birdsong, just me, and this overwhelming silence. After about an hour, I saw it. A cabin, right there in the middle of nowhere. Not ruined, not collapsing. In fact, it looked lived in. Curtains on the windows, firewood stacked neatly outside, a rocking chair on the porch. I stood frozen. I hadn't seen another person in days, but this wasn't abandoned. I approached slowly, calling out, "Hello, anyone here?" Nothing. The door creaked open as I stepped inside. Everything was perfectly arranged, like a snapshot from someone's life. A jacket on the hook, fresh flowers in a jar, a cup of tea, still warm. My stomach turned. Something about it felt too perfect, too recent. Then I saw the photographs. Framed on the wall, dozens of them. Families, couples, smiling faces, but in every photo was him, a tall man, always in the background, always in shadow, wearing the same old-fashioned clothes, and where his face should be, just smooth, featureless skin. I felt a cold chill crawl up my back. I turned to leave, but the door was gone. Not closed, gone, replaced by solid wall. I spun around. The air felt heavy. I looked back at the photos. They had changed. Now they were of me. One of me, standing in front of the cabin, one walking through the door, one standing exactly where I was now, looking at the photos. My hands started to shake. I backed away and bumped into something. A chair. It fell over, loudly. The noise echoed through the cabin like thunder. Then footsteps, slow, upstairs, heavy, deliberate. I should have run, but I couldn't. I climbed the staircase. Step by step, at the top a single room, empty, except for a tall mirror. I stepped in front of it. My reflection looked back at me. But it wasn't right. My expression was blank, my eyes hollow. And behind me, him, I turned around. Nothing. The room was empty, but I heard breathing. Not mine. Shallow, wet. That broke me. I bolted down the stairs, sprinted through the living room, and suddenly the door was back. Wide open. I didn't think. I ran. The forest wasn't the same. The light was wrong. The trees twisted in ways they shouldn't. And there was fog, thick, gray, clinging to my skin. I don't remember how long I ran, but eventually I saw my tent. I dove inside, zipped it shut, and waited. I didn't sleep. I sat there, knife in hand, listening to every crack and rustle. When the sun rose, I packed up and hiked back to the ranger station. I never looked back. When I got home, I tried to tell myself it was just stress, a vivid dream, sleep deprivation, anything to make it not real. But when I unpacked my bag, I found something I didn't pack. A photograph, black and white, of me, asleep, inside that cabin, and behind me, that faceless figure, closer this time, reaching.